EA Sports. And we'll see Tremaine Edmonds, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Bears and the Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick. So there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 7 catches, 88 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Howell now to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Howell. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Powell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, an early statement. They go for it on 4th and goal and wind up punching it in.
And that wasn't on the 1-yard line either. It wasn't just quarterback sneak range. They had to work for that one, but they certainly got the job done.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Deontay Foreman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And just shutting him off there. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Bears defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around it. Number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they've been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to Robinson now on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Howell will throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Hand off down to Robinson. not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
They'll go play action. Howell. Out left to Dotson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll run here with Robinson, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And Washington has taken the lead. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Yeah, we got to get it physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Fields going to move him around. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got him. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
It's 2nd and inches at
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now throwing on first down here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2nd and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Off play action. It's Howell. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's 2nd and 10. Powell down to throw it. Thomas brings it in. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's got Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field, and they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still first down.
From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Powell out of the shotgun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this weekend. The first being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Bills and the Jazz. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Sam Howell. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they run the option on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on third down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 3 at the 39-yard line.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Fields. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Mooney, the motion man right. They run it on first with Foreman. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On play action, Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, 28 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And it pushes right forward to about the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go play action. Howell. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3rd and 8. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Justin Fields back to the field with his Bears offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A give to Foreman now on the option. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deontay Foreman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Taking it about the 1. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for the next drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes.
You're
exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again. We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Fields on first down.
And fights him off. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
On second down, Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Foreman will try to pick it up.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big-time ramble there by Foreman. 47 yards on the ground. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Again, it's Foreman. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, here's Foreman.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Foreman.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Foreman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Gets past 1 man. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
Here's Fields.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle.
Here's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now Fields.
At the 42-yard line.
That'll be caught by Foreman.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. All eyes on Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Here we go.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Washington,
they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.